Rebel against defeat. Men first, masculinity chasing excellence. There's been some issues with YouTube lately. They're throttling this channel. They're hiding it. They're removing subscribers and views. It's been interesting. I've looked at other MGTOW content creators and they're seeing the same thing. We are in a shit show. They do not want this message out. They want all MGTOW and Red Pill content discarded. There's going to be fines coming down, I guess, in January. The FTC sued YouTube. It's affecting tons of creators in all different genres, and it'll be interesting to see what happens down the road and where this content goes. However, the best way to stay Red Pill is to be Red Pill and continue to improve oneself, to continue to understand female nature, that it's not going away tomorrow, and to be strong. That's basically it. Remember, a woman cannot bring you anything except the value of her body. I had a discussion with a friend of mine a couple days ago, and I said, look, if women did not have the characteristics of a woman, would you hang out with them? He said, what do you mean? I said, well, if there was no, attraction, if they had no characteristics on their bodies of a woman, would you hang out with them? He said, absolutely not. And, when you want to go to the ball game, go watch football, go play sports, you're usually doing it with your bros, right? When you want to go see an action movie, you typically like to go with your friends. So what is the true value of male and female relationships? If you say it's because you don't want to be alone and you need companionship, right there you don't love yourself enough. You're scared of being alone. But we die alone and we're in this world alone. Okay? You say that you need love from another woman. Well, that's great, but why? The attention feels good. Being told that you're appreciated is important, but at the end of the day, does that really matter? Does the love and the endearment of a female companion really matter to the success of your life? We've heard that saying that behind every successful man is a strong woman. That might have been true 100 years ago when things were different. It's not true anymore. Behind every man is a woman looking for her payout. Okay? I heard this quote that said, women are like parking meters. When you quit putting money in, you get a ticket. But we continue to live with them. We continue to be attracted to them. I mean, women are beautiful, right? That's our DNA programming that tells us that we've got a connection to the opposite sex. However, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze getting in relationships, living, cohabitating? I think we all understand that there's more downside than upside. There's more risks than rewards. Just the genetics, the personalities, the way they're wired versus how we're wired. We really have to be vigilant because it is really true. We can get back on the plantation by one term of endearment, right? And then we're back in the cycle again. And the cycle again goes back and forth to how do we maneuver through life with women? How do we stay sane? It doesn't ever change. I think there are some unicorns, but I don't know where they are, what they're like, people say they're in relationships with these amazing women, but time will tell if they exist and continue in that relationship. Time will tell. Well, is if they're so great, is there something inherently faulty within the man that makes it so great? Does this woman give him more warm fuzzies than he can give himself? So there's a lot of factors that go into this, and I want to make sure that we all understand that our true source of happiness is how we navigate our happiness, how we feel about ourselves, how we love ourselves, how we take care of ourselves first and foremost. You know, the whole notion of taking care of a woman and protecting and providing, which is inherent in all of us, that doesn't get us much anything anymore. That whole thinking and methodology is completely been tossed out the window through divorce courts and so forth. So I'm rambling, and I have no idea how I'm going to label this YouTube video, but the key to happiness is to truly be selfish about one's love for oneself. And that love for oneself, again, correlates into hobbies, correlates into activities, correlates into self-care and so forth. You don't need any woman or any person to validate you. All you need is yourself to validate yourself. And when we saw those Disney movies, when we listened to people, saw the magazines and everything that said that a woman would make us whole, that was a complete and utter lie. Stay strong, my brothers. Rebel against defeat, and we'll see you in the next video.